Yo guys, welcome to Rare Emotes, which should be returning to the item shop very soon. Every update, new cosmetics, skins and emotes get added to the game files, and these are the rare emotes which were added. If you do enjoy, make sure you guys drop a like on this video and subscribe if you're new. Also, comment down below which ones are you excited to buy or which ones do you already have, but let's get straight into it. Starting it off with Disc Spinner, this came to the shop 3 times and was last seen over 635 days ago. I feel like this emote should have came out in the middle of summer, but I guess it didn't. However, this one should be returning soon as it was updated. This is definitely a fire emote though. I know a lot of people want this one to return. I really like it as well. The music is good and the dance itself is pretty clean. But let's move on to the next emote, which is Fanciful. This was last seen over 750 days ago. As well as that, it only came to the shop twice, so it is a very rare emote. This one though is actually traversal and it's pretty decent, you know, it's pretty smooth, pretty chill. Definitely not a bad emote at all. Oh, and if you're wondering what the skin is in this video, it's called the Toxic Tagger and it was last seen almost 600 days ago and only came to the shop 3 times, so this is a rare skin as well. On to the next emote, we have Capoeira. This was last seen over 550 days ago and only came to the shop 7 times. And to be honest, this is one of those emotes I don't really see too often and I actually really like it. I mean, I don't know why, it's just a good emote, I think. I definitely feel like this emote is forgotten about compared to the other ones in this video. I just don't hear anyone talking about it. Not only that, but I actually don't have this emote, so I'd be pretty happy if it did return as well. The next emote we have is Switch Step. This emote used to come to the shop every month and did come out 14 times. However, on the 14th time it came out, it just never came back, which is why this emote hasn't been out in over 560 days now. I know quite a lot of people do have this one. The music is good, the dance is clean. Definitely a nice one just to have in the locker, I guess. For the next emote, we have Praise the Tomato. But what's strange about this is that this emote was actually updated ages ago. So it was added to the files, but they still haven't brought it out. I don't know if they're waiting to do like a food item shop or bring back the food pack. I don't really know. But the fact that they updated this emote just shows they haven't forgot about it and probably had something planned for it. But this also was last seen over 580 days ago and did only come to the shop 5 times. So definitely a very rare emote which I don't see too much as well. But this emote is unique. There isn't really anything else like it. I feel like they could have brought it back out with Taco Time, but I guess they didn't. However, we're probably gonna see it in the future sometime soon. So if you don't have this emote, make sure you look out in the shop every day and it might be there. The next emote we have is Accolades. This was last seen over 740 days ago and only came to the shop 3 times. This is actually a very rare emote, one of the rarest item shop emotes in the game. So this one's definitely likely to come out soon, as it was updated for a locker bundle of a YouTuber. So this is the locker bundle right here on screen. As you can see, the emote is there, and also this skin Fire is his main skin, which is also very rare. So if you already own anything from this locker bundle, then the emote will be cheaper, or if you already own the emote, then the skin will be cheaper. But expect this to come back soon, and that is a pretty good locker bundle if you ask me. Next up, we have Lazy Shuffle. This was last seen over 570 days ago and came to the item shop 8 times. I mean, I still can't decide if I love or hate this emote. Like, I literally don't know. Like, is it good? Is it not good? I just can't make my mind up. I'm not sure why this one hasn't returned because Electro Shuffle and Signature Shuffle always come to the item shop. But as this one was updated, maybe it will start coming back as well. Try and help me in the comments though. Is this a good emote or not? Because I just don't know. Now we have one of my favorite emotes in the game, Bombastic. I love this emote. Like, I think the music is so good. The dance move is so clean and simple. I mean, I know a lot of people like it, but I still think this is actually an underrated emote. This was last seen over 550 days ago and only came to the shop 4 times. Again though, I'm not sure why this one hasn't returned because it is a good emote. I don't really see people talking about it too much though, and if it came back to the shop, would you buy it or not? For me, this is a 10 out of 10 for sure. The next emote we have is Tss. That's literally what it's called. But this was last seen over 660 days ago and only came to the shop twice. And I actually think this is one of the least owned emotes in the game. Like, when have you ever seen anyone doing this in a match or when they get a win? Like, I just never ever see this emote. Obviously, some people do have it, but just not many at all. And I think the reason is because for 500 V-Bucks, it's a really fast emote, not much happens, and yeah, I just feel like people wouldn't have bought it because of that. In my opinion, this could have easily been a 200 V-Buck emote. Next up, we have a really popular emote now, which is Jitterbug. So many people want this one to return, just like Snowtex. But I feel like this one only became popular because of Party Royale. Like before that, I didn't really hear anyone speaking about this emote or wanting it that bad. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I can't lie, the music is really catchy. And that's why I would buy it if it came back to the shop. But the reason why it's so rare is because this was last seen over 700 days ago and only came to the shop twice. So there wasn't many chances to buy this emote, and I don't think many people got it. Now we have the first 200 V-Buck emote of the video, Breezy. This was last seen over 800 days ago and only came to the shop 4 times. This is probably the rarest uncommon emote in the game. Again though, like why hasn't this one returned? It's just a 200 V-Buck dance, it's nothing crazy. But because it hasn't returned, that is literally why it's so rare. But there's not really any music to it, it's okay, it's not a great emote. Now we have Step It Up, which was last seen over 530 days ago. I believe this was released for St. Patrick's Day. However, for some reason, it just didn't come back in March, but it was updated, so I don't know what's going on with this emote. However, this did come to the shop 14 times, and a lot of people do have it, so it's definitely not the rarest out there. But it's not bad, it's kind of catchy, I don't mind this one at all. Now we have Sprinkler. This was last seen over 595 days ago and was only in the shop 7 times. Again, I feel like this should have released in the middle of the summer as it's pretty much a summer emote. I'd give this emote like a 7 out of 10. I don't really love it, but it's okay, I don't mind it that much. What do you guys think? But let's move on to the next one, which is Flapper. This was last seen over 700 days ago, but it was in the shop 13 times, and actually quite a lot of people have this one. It's a pretty OG emote which used to come out quite a lot, but then for some reason, the last time it released, it just never came back. Flapper isn't too bad, it reminds me a lot like Jitterbug with the old school kind of vintage dancing. And I know a lot of people are gonna get this one when it does return. Now we have Punched Up, another 200 V-Buck emote. This was last seen over 690 days ago and again only came to the shop 4 times. There's definitely nothing special about this, it just reminds me of shadow boxing. Once this one does come back, it's probably gonna return all the time. But yeah, not much more to say, it's pretty average. Another 200 V-Buck one would be Bring It. This was last seen over 500 days ago and came out 8 times. Such an average emote, so let's move on straight away. And finally, we have Very Sneaky. People keep saying this is going to come back every day now because of the new Imposters game mode. And I'm surprised it's not came out already, but we might see this very soon. It was last seen over 700 days ago and was only in the shop twice, so a very rare emote. And I don't mind it, it's a pretty decent emote. But that is going to be all, so thank you all for watching, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.